Crazy Cool Facts presents 50 unbelievable facts you won't believe are true. Get ready for a mind-blowing journey as we count down 50 unbelievable facts that are almost too crazy to be true. And trust me, you won't believe the last one. 50. There are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on all the beaches on Earth. That's roughly 10,000 stars for every grain of sand. 49. Bananas are berries, but strawberries aren't. It sounds backward, but botanically, it's true. 48. Did you know a bolt of lightning is 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun? That's why it can melt or even vaporize objects instantly. 47. Octopuses have 3 hearts. 2 pump blood to the gills, while the third pumps it to the rest of the body. 46. Sharks existed before trees. Sharks have been swimming in the oceans for over 400 million years, while trees are only about 350 million years old. 45. An apple, potato, and onion all taste the same if you eat them with your nose plugged. Your sense of smell plays a huge role in your taste perception. 44. The Eiffel Tower can grow up to 6 inches taller during hot days. The metal expands with heat, making the iconic tower stretch slightly. 43. Sloths can hold their breath longer than dolphins. They can slow their heart rates and hold their breath for up to 40 minutes. 42. A day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus. It takes Venus longer to rotate on its axis than to orbit around the Sun. 41. Turtles can breathe through their butts. Certain species can absorb oxygen through their cloacal openings when underwater. 40. Bees can recognize human faces. They process faces the same way humans do, putting together pieces of an image to recognize familiar faces. 39. Wombat poop is cube-shaped. It helps them mark their territory without it rolling away. 38. In the Philippines, there's an island within a lake, on an island within a lake, on an island. It's like a geographical Russian doll. 37. A single strand of spider silk is thinner than human hair but more robust than steel when it comes to tensile strength. 36. The shortest war in history was between Britain and Zanzibar in 1896. It lasted only 38 minutes. 35. There's a species of jellyfish known as Turritopsis dohrnii that can technically live forever. It reverts to its juvenile form instead of dying. 34. Honey never spoils. Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old and still perfectly edible. 33. Your body contains enough fat to make 7 bars of soap. It's time to re-evaluate those extra snacks. 32. Koalas have fingerprints so similar to humans that they've actually confused crime scenes. 31. Humans and giraffes have the same number of neck bones, 7. Giraffes happen to be much longer. 30. Cleopatra lived closer in time to the invention of the iPhone than to the construction of the Great Pyramid of Giza. 29. Penguins propose to their mates with pebbles. Male penguins search for the perfect pebble to offer their mate as a sign of commitment. 28. You're more likely to get a computer virus from visiting religious websites than adult ones. Cybercriminals often target sites that seem trustworthy. 27. Hot water freezes faster than cold water. This phenomenon is called the Mpemba effect, and scientists are still debating why it happens. 26. Sea otters hold hands while sleeping to avoid drifting apart. They form rafts by holding paws to stay together in the water. 25. It rains diamonds on Saturn and Jupiter. Intense pressure on these planets turns carbon into diamonds that fall like rain. 24. Horses can't vomit. Their muscular, solid valve prevents any backward flow from their stomachs. 23. In 1977, we received a radio signal from space that lasted 72 seconds, and scientists still can't explain it. It's called the wow signal. 22. Cows have best friends and can become stressed when they're separated from them. They form deep social bonds with each other. 21. Oxford University is older than the Aztec Empire. Teaching began at Oxford in 1096, while the Aztec Empire was founded in 1428. 20. Humans share about 60% of their DNA with bananas. We may not be as different from our fruit salad as we thought. 19. In Japan, there's a train station with no exit. It exists solely so people can admire the surrounding scenery. 18. Butterflies taste with their feet. Their taste sensors are located on their feet, so they can taste food just by landing on it. 17. The hashtag symbol is technically called an octothorpe. The octo refers to its 8 points. 16. A group of crows is called a murder, but did you know a group of jellyfish is called a smack? 15. Mosquitoes are the deadliest animals on Earth. They cause more human deaths than any other creature due to the diseases they spread. 14. There's a mountain in Australia called Mount Disappointment because its explorers were so unimpressed with the view that they gave it that name. 13. A cloud can weigh more than 1,000,000 pounds. That fluffy, floating cotton ball carries a heavy load of water vapor. 12. Shadows are darker on the moon than on Earth. With no atmosphere to diffuse light, shadows are pitch black and sharply defined. 11. In Switzerland, it's illegal to own just one guinea pig. Since they're social animals, owning a single one is considered animal cruelty. 10. Humans are the only animals that blush. It's a unique trait caused by the adrenaline response that makes your blood vessels expand. 9. Lobsters don't die of old age. They keep growing, and if they avoid disease or predators, they can live for potentially hundreds of years. 8. The inventor of the frisbee was turned into a frisbee after he died. Fred Morrison, who created the frisbee, had his ashes molded into one. 7. A blue whale's heart is so big a human could swim through its arteries. It's the most giant heart of any living creature. 6. The world's quietest room is in Minnesota. It's so quiet that people can hear their organs. Most can't stay in it for more than 45 minutes. 5. There's a species of fungus that turns ants into zombies. The fungus controls the ant's body, forcing it to climb to a high point before killing it. 4. If you shuffle the deck of cards properly, it's almost guaranteed that the order of the cards has never been seen in history. There are more possible combinations than there are atoms in the universe. 3. The human nose can detect more than 1 trillion different scents. Your sense of smell is much more powerful than you might think. 2. The shortest commercial flight in the world lasts less than 2 minutes. It's between 2 Scottish islands, and at just 1.7 miles, the journey is over in the blink of an eye. 1. And finally, the last one you won't believe, North Korea and Finland are technically separated by just one country, Russia. That's right, geography can be wild.